Hello everyone, my name is Fen Muir, and this is Starsector. So last time we had gotten in a fight, gotten into some scrapes with some pirates, and they unfortunately beat the living crap out of us. So let's instead, we know they're over there. I'm not too sure if we could even take on the smallest pirate fleet over there, but what the hey. We're outfitted enough. Let's go see. Oh, the bounty has ended. Well, there's no real point in being here anymore. So, let's go over there, see what they have that we can buy. He wants to go. Let's go. Those bloody pirates. So let's have the shuttle defend the carrier. I'm going to have the hammerhead move up to here. I'm going to have the carrier stay back here. So our shuttle is more of a finisher. It kills people at the very end of their lifelines. Alright, let's have the carrier send its bombers out to try and make short work of this enemy vessel. Well, one of the bombs hit at least. That's better than nothing. Something is by definition better than nothing. All right, so what can we do here? I think what we'll do is instead of the piranha bombers, if we can get our hands on some rocket pod bombers, that would be more to our liking. It looks like our destroyer is doing some work. Alright. So, our other carrier here. Let's have it attack this guy. And let's cancel that so that this hammerhead will do whatever it thinks it should do. You kill. Ah, good. You kill. Do it. Come on. Well then. I was hoping he would do that earlier. Come on, do another one. Come on. Well, what can you do? Alright, so as he's busy trying to be useful over here, I suppose the hammerhead will continue fighting this one off. Well, that's nice. He has one more, I think. Where doesn't he fire? Where doesn't he fire his last astro? Where doesn't he fire his last torpedo? Do it! Do it! Good job. Alright, so he has proven himself the most competent of all shuttles. He does precisely what he needs to. Let's just have him leave. Alright, so the two of you, kill that one. who's got some hull damage on him. Looks like he just does not have the hard flux potential to blast his way through the hammerhead shields. He is, however, much faster than the hammerhead, so that does create a problem. Still, the wasps are faster. Alright, excellent. So I think we're going to change the loadout of the shuttle. I'm going to pick the wreckage, take everything we can. There's nothing left over. So now, finally, let's start looking at... this. So we're going to want those converted hangars. That will allow us to turn every ship that's relatively big into a shuttle, which we kind of want. Alright, so autopilot over here. Glad that's not an enemy of ours. And let's see what we can find here. So first off, we repair ships, which is dirt cheap now. That's the good part. And second, we can get more wasps, we could get claws, we could get broadswords. None of those are... the wasps are great, but let's focus on selling off things we don't need. And what do they... so they'll buy these for a profit. We want to hold on to that as much as we can at the moment. We have lots of fuel we could sell them. There is a nice deficit, but it's not really selling for enough to be worth it to us. So instead, what do they have for sale in terms of ships? So they have a tanker, which I would like. This gets about 600 fuel, I think, right? Yeah. So this is about the same as two of these smaller ones. It costs about twice the same, about twice the amount. Now we could do fuel running. We could also buy and sell flesh using civilian transports. What? So we have an excess here, but we can basically buy people for dirt cheap in some areas, sell them for a decent profit elsewhere. That could work. We still have this mud skipper. Okay, so main thing is we can't really afford to buy any more military fleets for the time being. So we are going to want to probably just do some quick... yeah, we're going to have to just do some quick running of supplies and such. So, what can we get here for cheap? Local deficit, so not those. Cool. How about these? Local deficit and a local deficit. And so nothing here seems to be sold for cheap at the moment. So instead, let's go and see what we can find elsewhere. So where do we want to go? So this, the cheapest we can buy these for are at Kulan, and that's quite the distance away. The cheapest we can buy this for is 20. We can sell it for double the price here, we could sell this for roughly double the price as well. So double the price isn't all that great. What about Marines? So we can buy Marines here for the cheapest. We can sell them for over double price at Chalcedon. So let's pick up all the Marines that we can. We want to get about 600 if possible, so we will actually it would actually be worth it to us to buy a troop transport to get more of them. So let's look at what here. Do we have any troop transports or mud skippers or something here? Doesn't look like it. Over here we do. Because this mud skipper can hold 100 people. So we have 300 crew right now. We don't need 300 crew. And but there's an excess stockpile here right now. So if we sell them, we will get a terrible price for them. So it looks like what we are going to do is we are going to trade in flesh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And we're going to pick up another mud skipper. How much does this hold? 400 as opposed to 100. Well, but that'll clean us out. So instead of that, we are going to pick up 2 mud skippers. Then we are going to go over here and we are going to buy lots and lots of Marines. Go to the open market, they're more expensive again. So now we're going to go to Chalcedon for the Ludic Path. And we are going to sell them all of these Marines. Yes, so let's do that. So we want to go to Chalcedon. And what did we do here? Ah, there we go. So we want to go to Chalcedon. That is in Kamandi Kandi, I think? Yes. But it is a Ludic Path area, so we are most likely going to encounter troubles. But luckily, we are very stealthy. So away we go. Okay, so we can get to hyperspace. Let's start hiding immediately, because we don't want to have any trouble with these guys. Doesn't look like any of those are pirates, so let's just avoid the drug runners, and let's avoid anyone we can, because right now they are actually legitimate dangers. Alright, we're going to keep our transponder off as we come here, because this is enemy territory for all concerns. Okay, so let's go and sell off these Marines. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have made a ton of money. So where can we buy Marines for cheap as well? So we can buy them at the Yuma system, and we can buy them from Chorus and Umbra for cheap, and we can sell them here for quite a bit of money. So once again, let's look at what they have for sale. Nothing amazing there. And nothing all that amazing here either. So what is this? It has 3 small universals. That could be interesting. Okay, but there doesn't seem to be anything all that great. So what do they have in terms of ships? Perdition, what is this? It's hammerhead torpedo. Broadsides, they have wasps, piranhas. Okay, so nothing that's all that amazing. But what do they sell for cheap. You. Alright, so we can go to Aslan, because that is where one of those people were that would buy Marines for cheap, I think. Yeah. No. But we're going to be leaving here, so we're going to want to take something that we can get from here. Oh, and we can sell lots of that. Yeah, so let's go and sell about 100 or so, 200 or so fuel. We don't want to sell those here. We'll get nothing for them. But let's go ahead and just try to buy off as many troops as we can carry, because we can sell them for expensive elsewhere. Now also we want to find some other things, so this isn't just a completely one-sided bit here. What do they have here that is in excess? So here we can sell these at Syndria. And how many does Syndria want, by the way? Syndria wants a lot. We're able to buy them here for 28, so we'll effectively double our money. And we don't have any fuel to buy here because the fuel here is expensive. Right. Now it is time to leave before anybody realizes we're here. So the only two places we can go are here and there, or we can just transverse jump out of here. So let's turn on sustained burn and run away gloriously. And then let's transverse jump out of here. Transverse jumping it. Let's go dark. Alright, so now we want to go to Akoshka, drop off all those supplies at Syndria, all those domestic goods, and hopefully... Oof! Oh! My heart just jumped! Let's go over here, turn on that transponder, jump into the system. Sell all this stuff at Syndria. And... yes, you can scan us. You dirty... dictat guy. Alright. Syndria. So we can sell these for expensive here. So we're going to make a decent amount of money, nothing too great. And now, where can we sell these for? Well, at least for a good price. So we can sell people at Nachitaka. But we do want to get more fuel. But let's see what they have here in terms of ships. So Xiphos, not all that great for us. And nothing what that we're really after at the moment. What can we do ship-wise? So, oh baby. Alright, so we can get a Colossus. And the Colossus will allow us to just take loads and loads of stuff. But we're going to want something that can protect it, because it doesn't move all that fast. But it has a great deal of cargo capacity. Now those Marines, they were very profitable. So we're probably going to try and do that again. And these are relatively cheap and they'll do the job. But we're going to want to start selling supplies, I think. The best way to sell supplies is just to be able to... is just to have a ton of cargo space. So we're going to go with this Colossus here. And boom. We suddenly have a ton of cargo space. Let's go ahead and refit our little ships here. This mud skipper, he is the high resolution sensors, and I think that's about it for him. So let's go ahead and call this the small sensor. That's an O, I believe. Sensor. Yes. Alright, so we're going to take our small sensor and we're going to put it over there. We're going to take these two. They're also going to be small. And now this guy. We're going to put high resolution sensors on it as well as giving it an unstable injector so it can move faster, not that it's going to matter. And I think that's going to be about it. Okay. Then we will just give it all the shields we can give it and hope for the best. If we get attacked, it's pretty much not going to make it. So, the fighter doesn't really seem to do all that well with having these torpedoes on it. So what can we do that will give it more longevity and more combat effectiveness? If we could give it, I suppose, sabots, and then maybe that could work. We can also give this a harpoon and a sabot, but I like it being able to actually, let's just give it a sabot as well, because the harpoons seem to work better for this ship and this ship. Alright, so what else can he do? Because we do want these ships to stay far away from combat. Alright, so I think we have about what we can get here. And it is Syndria. They tend to have cheap supplies, so we're going to stock up on all the supplies we can take. We don't have that much fuel left. So we are going to just have to buy the fuel at a premium. And there we go. Now we were going to take these people. We can sell a bunch of them at Machateca. We can also buy a bunch of them at Umbra. In addition, Marines are dirt cheap at Umbra as well. But we don't have quite enough money to be able to afford them just yet. So let's look at the supplies we need to sell. So Chalcedon and Epiphany, they both will buy supplies at a premium at the moment. But we need fuel. That's one of our big limiting factors right now. So we need to sell supplies and we need to buy fuel. So the best place to sell supplies is going to be at Chalcedon. Cool. So we're just going to sell everything we don't absolutely need right now. I'd like to get more for this. And then we're going to buy all the supplies that we can afford at the moment. And then we'll go to Chalcedon and sell a bunch of them. Chalcedon is where? Chalcedon. So we want to go here again. We want to get out of here, hopefully before the enemy, before the Dictat becomes all that aware of us. So we don't want to go right out into a fight. It's a little risky if we were to go out there right now. So let's instead try to make our way over there and hope for the best. We don't want to use all those supplies if we don't need to. The main downside of transverse jumping is that you don't get that warning. You just pop out and there you are. Okay, so that could have been bad. I'd prefer not to fight these guys, but I don't have to. And it looks like they are all over the place over there. So let's try to slip past. and make our way through their defenses here. Alright, we are still dark, and it looks like there might be some sort of battle going on out here. So let's make our way to Chalcedon. Alright. Going to want to go dark before we go in. Keep our transponder off. And just slip right in. So we can go a little bit faster until we start getting too close, then we need to slow back down and try to disappear. Alright, so wow, we can buy them for really cheap now. So we're going to sell off about that many and make a ton of scratch. We're then going to max out on crew so we can sell them later. They need fuel, but we don't. They need fuel, but we don't have it to give. Alright, so we got 60 grand in the bank now. Cool. Let's try to get out of this ship's way as it comes in. And it looks like we have made it. So let's go ahead and disappear. So let's transverse jump out of here. And we're going to be going to Nachiteka. Actually, we're going to be going to wherever we'll buy crew for expensive. So, Hybrasil is where we want to go now. So Hybrasil is up here. And we want to go to, I think, Kulan. I think that was who it said, the place it said would buy them. It's, Kulan's a nice second, but we're looking for Iochu Braze. Cool. Let's go to Iochu Braze. So, there we go. Let's try to run for our lives. So we're going to get jumped by the very people we are fueling. And away we go. Alright, we'll turn on our transponder because this is Tritachyon space. Unlikely to be a whole lot of problems here. And let's sell all the flesh we don't need. We're gonna need some back. So we want 210, we'll go with 220 or so people. Now that made us about 20 grand. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Where can we buy supplies on the cheap? Looks like the next one is Nova Maxios. That's in Magitech and Majek. We're gonna need fuel. So we are out. We're buying it at a premium. We don't want to do that if we don't have to. Alright, so we want to go to here. We want to go to Naraka. We want to go to Nachiteka. So let's go to Nachiteka, where we can not buy fuel for cheap, actually. Cheap fuel is currently not to be had. But by the time we get there, it might have actually gone up in might have gone down in price due to just having too much. As for supplies, we can make quite a profit here. If we buy here for 100, we can sell to the pirates for 200 and make a nice profit. So let's buy all the supplies they have, even if it's subpar. We can sell fuel to the pirates at Umbra for 60, but we can buy it here for 25. It's not ideal, but we're still able to draw a profit, and we're still able to stay in business. What about here? These guys. Umbra has plenty to sail. Now, Umbra doesn't want anything from us here. Actually, they do. So this is bought for this will sell for almost double price, so it would be worth it, assuming we don't get caught by the police. And Umbra really needs these, so those would be ultra profitable. But let's see if they're going to give us any trouble. Doesn't look like it just yet. But as it were, let's make sure we are able to give ourselves a nice running start. And drugs. No, organs. We will take all. Oh wait, that's right, they don't care. If it sells in the open market, they couldn't care less. So let's buy all the organs we can afford. Alright, we can afford all but one of them. Awesome. You know what? Just some drugs. Just a single hit of space heroin. And now, let's try to leave. Space heroin. Alright, Tritachyon is like those jerks. They're selling drugs. We tell them, but we told them they could sell all the drugs. Why are they selling the drugs? Tritachyon, everyone, the corporation that does not care if you do all the drugs. Hiring immediately, all shifts, all positions. People just keep dying of organ failure. No one knows why. Scavenger. Okay. Oh no, we went to Nachiteka. No, we needed to go to Umbra. Crap. Crap. Alright. New plan. Umbra. We've got all these organs and we can't be stopped by anyone. Because if we are, we're in trouble. They'll be like, whose kidneys are these? Where did you get these from? I'll be like, I don't know, officer. Wait. How can I get around that? I've never seen those before, officer. I don't know how they got into my... Alright, so... Salus. So where is Salus in this star system? We're going to need to turn on an... So, Salus. Salus is... here. It's where Umbra is near. Oh, they're probably under attack then. So, let's try to sneak in, I suppose. This could be a terrible idea. But then again, maybe it'll work. So it does look like they are under attack. And if they catch me, they're going to be very upset with me. They're going to be very upset with me. Damn it. They didn't find anything. Excellent. Well, good job, guys. Excellent work. I'm going to go sell all the organs I took. After I turn off my transponder again. Ah, sweet, sweet 7,700. Oh, they can have my one space heroin. Why not? Now, they need lots of fuel and lots of supplies. So let's sell them lots of supplies. Let's sell them lots of fuel. Then we're going to make our way back to Nachiteca. Also, fun fact, because they caught us once with our transponder off, if they catch us again, they're going to say, "You up, mate?" And they're going to try and kill us. So, we need to not get found out by the cops. Because in this case, when the police pull you over, in this universe, when the police pull you over for speeding, they wave their finger in your face and say, "Let me search your car." They search your entire car. Then they say, "Fine, I didn't find any space heroin there. You can go. But you better make sure your lights are on." So then you're driving down the freeway and you want to turn your lights off. So you turn your lights off. Well, in this universe, if the police see you again, they just pull out machine guns and try to kill you. Perfectly reasonable people, really. So, they're just like, "We've had enough of you. We're going to show you who's boss now." Stop resisting. Alright, so we have lots of Marines. We know we can sell them for a huge profit. So we are going to pick up all the Marines that we can buy on the cheap. And then promptly run for our lives, most likely. Let's just... Are they dangerous? They're preparing for patrol duty, so maybe they'll leave me alone as I run for my life. Because the Popo are currently out for my blood. So let's go back to Naraka, and specifically to Nachiteca, and try to make some money. Alright. So we now have the converted hangar. Converted hangars are fantastic because salvage fleet, probably fighting some pirates. We don't want to go into that storm though. And we also don't want to... You know, the weirdest thing that can happen in this game is you'll just be going along and then an enemy fleet will just get shot right into your fleet by a hyperspace storm. And it's absolutely bizarre. You just see there's nothing and then suddenly his fleet just flies out of nowhere. It's great. It's terrible in all the right ways. So I think those fleets currently move faster than I do. So we're going to just need to buy all the fuel. Alright, so it's not a great price here. It's not the cheapest it could be, but it's better than... We're able to fill up entirely, so that's good enough for us. So, what can we buy in terms of fighters? Nothing. So, they are nowhere near as affordable as they once were. We would like to get them for cheap, but that would mean going to Karas and the other place as well. Probably wouldn't be worth our time. Since we do have 145,000, I think it's time to look at our fleet options. So, nothing all that great there, but we can do something that we could not do earlier, and that is we can refit this hammerhead. And we can do something that we really should have done a little while ago, and that is give it some nice wasps. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we can give it wasps. Now the nice part about wasps on this is they will act as a nice form of point defense, as they will most likely be ordered to just defend this. The other thing we could do is we could give it talons, but I like the wasps just a bit more. Now we are still going to we're going to try and give it a very similar loadout to what it had, but now the wasps will give it a little bit more fighting power. Alternatively, we could give it the bomb. Well, the bombers are going to cost too much. It'll cost 15 points to put the bombers on there, so we don't want to do that. Okay, so we do want it to be able to turn fast. And the other things were on there, I'm not really too worried about. So let's give it the sabot and the harpoon. Right over here. We'll go with the light machine guns that we had. And then max it out on terms of shields. And then give it all the vents we can put on it. So weapons groups. So when it's firing its guns and it's firing all its main guns, it's going to be 528 flux. Each one of these is 10, so we won't be able to get up to the point where it's just constantly good on flux. So instead, we're not going to worry about it too much. This one is going to go down to now having broadswords. Fortunately, we sold all our broadswords because we made good decisions, and let's just give this all bombers. Why not? Maybe it will be a bit more useful that way, because this now has the sparks. Well, not the sparks, the wasps. This now has the bombers. So I think that's all we can do. Yeah. Now, the event that we're getting chased, we would like to have some sort of way for these ships to fight back. So I'm going to give... well, never mind. Let's keep going. Actually, for fleets, did we already check what we can do here? Yeah, I think we did. So we're going to need to buy some people before we leave, because our crew requirements just increased. So let's just buy 20 new people and hope we don't get into a scrape. Alright, so let's transverse jump out of here and hope we can escape. Haha! The power of the transverse jump. So we have lots of fuel, and we have marines. So the fuel, it sells for quite a bit at Umbra, and over here they won't sell for very well at Umbra. So let's try to go there and sell a bunch of fuel, but on the way we know we can buy marines at Yima, for fairly cheap, and then sell them at Chalcedon. So that's what we're going to do. We're gonna make a pit stop at Karas, and then make our way to Sindria, . Yeah, we're gonna go to Karos. We're gonna go to Karos and then Sindria. That is the plan. So let's just go over here. Let's go to planets. Planets and stations, and we want to go to QRS, which still the S's. Alright, so we went too far. Where is Karas? There we go. So let's land a course to Karas. And away we go. Once again, into the reach. Into the deep hyperspace. Looks like we are not quite there yet. I'm going to avoid this hyperspace storm if we can. Go dark, and then slip in. Let's turn it on until we know who else is out here. So no one. This is inhabited. That's just a white dwarf. Let's turn our transponder off. And that is just not a fleet that's going to give us a whole lot of problems. Let's go dark so we can not get annihilated by whoever's hiding in this nebula, and then try to slip in. Ah, it does look like they are currently fighting somebody, so that's good for us. Let's buy lots of Marines so we can buy them for relatively cheap. Can we buy more for cheap? Yes, we can actually. That's excellent. What else can we buy here? So we can buy... There's a deficit there. And we can buy lots of people. We can buy lots of flesh. Let's buy more Marines. Yeah, there is that 30% tariff, so is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. So we're maxed out on Marines. Do they have any, like, rocket bombers that we might want to use? Doesn't look like it. What kind of ships do they have that we can buy? They're pirates, so usually it's just a hodgepodge of garbage. And it doesn't look like all that much value. So, let's bid them adieu and try to sneak away before the fleet shows up. And point is right there, so crap, that's not good for us. Let's try to get away. They're like, hey you, what are you doing? Get back here. Who said you could leave? You criminal. Ah, darn. That jerk. Coming here. Turning off his lights. Slipping out when nobody's looking. I'll show him who's boss. One of these days. Alright, let's go to Sindria and buy lots of fuel. Zenakoshia. Alright. So, it doesn't look like anybody here is going to immediately jump me. And then after this big job, well, I think we've already kind of hit it big. Ah! Alright, well. What you gonna do? So we're going to turn our transponder on as we are going into Sindria. And we are going to go see if we can make some profits. Alright, so we will repair our ships. We will come here. We will ask, can we buy it? The answer is yes, we can buy it quite cheaply actually. But we don't have the room. What can we buy here that we can buy, that we can sell a lot of to the pirates? Well, fuel for one. pirates will also buy lots of supplies from us. So we'll take all the supplies as well. What else do the pirates want? Umbra will pay 200 for this, and this costs... yeah, we'll take those. And let's see. Pirates won't buy any of those. Pirates won't buy any of those. They don't want those. Ooh, they do want these though. It's a bit dangerous, but we might be able to swing it. So as soon as we are done here, we're probably going to need to just burn and gun it away from all security forces. Alright, longbows are really nice. They have 2 slots on them and they can take out an enemy's shields. Oh, we can't buy that many. Well then, let's not worry too much about that then. The pirates buy lots of these? No, of course they won't. But they will take these, so we will get up to the limit on what we can afford. And now, it's time to run for our lives. So we are here. We need to get there, and there's someone here. So if we go this way, maybe, just maybe, we can escape. Ah, good. They seem to be leaving us alone for now. So we want to go to Umbra. And we don't want that fleet coming after us. So we need to disappear and sneak our way into Umbra. Oh, crap. Alright. That douchebag. How dare you ping me like that? What's he doing? What's he doing? Come on, you douchebags. Little blockade is annoying. Alright. We did it. So we'll sell this for a nice profit. We can't buy any more Marines, but we will sell 200 of those for a hefty profit. We will sell about 100 or so of this, and we will sell about 100 or so of these. And like that, ladies and gentlemen, we just made a ton of profit. Now, what ships can we take off someone's hands so we can get more Marines? We can buy another mud skipper. What else can we buy? Well, looks like this crappy mud skipper is all we've got. It'll hold 100 more people. And that's 100 more Marines we can sell on the black market. So Chalcedon will buy these for 553, but we can't buy them for all that much extra. Chalcedon will buy these for almost twice. So we're going to buy those, and we are going to hopefully sneak away. Can we do it? Can we sneak away? Can we run for our lives? Screw you! Alright, so now we're going to transverse jump and run away. We are going to bravely run away. Alright, so now we are on our way to Chalcedon. And we want to sell these Marines. We have a bunch of them. We have more than they actually want to buy for a premium. So, that is interesting. But let's make our way over to Chalcedon. And hopefully, just hopefully, we have all the gas we need, all the supplies we need, and... oh no. Goody! You don't mess with us, we don't mess with you. That's how it goes. Let's make our way over to Chalcedon. Look, I don't want any trouble. I just want to sell lots of much needed supplies to your poor, starving, dying population. Look, I just want to sell you soldiers who are going to go and commit terrorism. It's great. Don't worry about it. Alright. You know what this means, ladies and gentlemen? Money! Lots of money. That's all I can sell them. But what can I buy from them? Well, I can buy crew for cheap here. Now, that is much needed and wanted in Arcadia, but we need some fuel, so where can we buy fuel? In Nachateca, no less. It's kind of far away, though, so that might be a little concerning. But let's sell those Marines, and let's try to make it to Nachateca. We're gonna try and slip away. And then transverse jump. Bye, suckers. And now just watch. I'll immediately get jumped by something. And I don't think I'll be able to make it to Nachateca. But we will try. Alright, so we are going to run out of fuel soon. Hopefully, if we're lucky, this storm will blow us close enough to Nachateca. It did not blow us close enough to Nachateca. We are currently floating here. Now, luckily... oh, that's not a place we can go, is it? Luckily, it looks like some salvage fleets are currently... oh, goody. Let's turn on our transponder. Let's buy some fuel. About 100 will do us for sure. On the black market, of course. Repair our ships and then transverse jump out of here. Alright, once again, we are on the hyperspace again. Alright. Our fuel really does not get us very far, does it? Right. I would like for our fuel to take us a little bit farther. Alright then, let's buy a good amount of fuel here then. I remember the days when 100 fuel would get you pretty far. Now 100 fuel, well, get you nowhere. It's inflation, I bet. Totally. It's not like gas in your car becomes less useful. Anyway, let's buy fuel at a slight premium. Let's buy 100 fuel. Hopefully, that will get us to Nachateca. Alright. Back on the road again. Alright. And we use about 20 fuel a day, it looks. That's not particularly great. Yes, go ahead, scan us. See what you find. Nothing. You'll find nothing. So we're going to sell, we're going to buy all this fuel, max out our tanks. Then we're going to come over here, we're going to say, hey guys, you got any tankers I can buy? Oh. Oh. $2,500 fuel. All for the low, low price of 128,000 credits. That's not even half of all our money. Oh, okay, what else do we have here? We can get this one. It holds 600. Well done. Oh, but it doesn't cost that much. That's the big trade-off. We're doing it. Alright, we could also use the ability to carry lots and lots and lots of people. So we can just trade as much as we can. So let's take this as well. We already have a ton of storage space, ton of personnel space, and ton of fuel space now. So you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? That means it's time for us to make lots and lots of money. Our 17 supplies. Alright, so no interesting bomber fighter things yet. We could get another wasp. We can get 2 wasps. We're going to take them, because wasps are nice. We're going to come over here to our carrier. Yeah, I guess we'll keep the bombers on that for now. And all of these will just give us better and better sensor arrays. Okay, use sensor arrays. This one. It's the small sensor. You. Let's give you a converted hangar bay. And, I don't know, interceptors. I'm not expecting you to need to use them. Let's not, actually. Let's give him the high resolution sensors. It's not going to matter, honestly, with the unstable injector. So how much can they do here? Oh, they can do quite a bit. So that's nice. But yeah, let's give him a converted hangar, and let's go with some wasps. Just so he has something. These small ballistics, not really going to be worth it. It shouldn't be getting in fights. That's the thing. How about you? Can I put a converted hangar on you as well? Yes, I can. So I'm going to give you wasps as well. And then tell you to just run for your life. This, yeah, we might as well. Just in the really crappy event that our fleet has to run and just abandon things, hopefully the converted hangars will be of some use. Looks like Talons it is. Alright, so when we repair our ships with the dockyard, we will buy all the fuel. So we're at pretty high right now. If we buy this, how many do we buy? 98? Okay, well, we'll take it all. It has gone down some because we've done lots of normal trading. But let's go here and yeah, that's pretty normal price. Now we'll go over here. That's 130 though. 151. No, thank you. Oh well, what do you know? We can buy more from Hegemony Military as well. But they still have that tariff. So for the fuel, it's probably okay. I mean, that's why we bought that, right? But the Kopesh, but we can't buy it. I think that's what the rocket. Yeah, they have the Annihilator rockets, so they're pretty nice, I think. All right. So, alright everyone, it has been about an hour, and we are going to go buy. Oh, well, we can buy Marines, can we not? Well then. Marines for cheap. Let's buy all the Marines. That's a lot of money. That would be a lot of Marines. It's also a huge markup. But Marine, oh, they don't actually sell that well right now, do they? Yeah, let's abort on that. Alright. So, we're doing great on lots of things, and we're going to want to go to Umbra and sell them all the fuel they could possibly want. And promptly get stopped by the police, who are like, stop right there, criminal scum, and probably arrest us. Well, if they were going to, they were late to the party. Let's go to Asconia and sell to Umbra. Away we go. Alright everyone, so how are you guys liking the game so far? Tell me in the comments below. Let me know if you liked me, if you liked watching me get absolutely curb stomped by some pirates. Alright, let's jump in. I hope we don't run into a whole lot of pirates. And we're going to Umbra. Primarily what we want. This is but the first step. Alright. So we are outside of the range of the hegemony now. Let's go dock and see what we can see over here. Nothing. That's actually kind of impressive. Usually there's people there. But hey, Umbra, I have it on good authority that you really, really need some gas. Alright, and over here, you can buy them for relatively cheap. Yes, we will take all of them. And these, still relatively cheap compared to what we can sell them for in Chalcedon. So we'll take some more. In Chalcedon, they will buy approximately 600, so we have a little bit more than we need, but that's okay. You guys want lots of supplies, and you will buy them for quite a bit. But I'd rather sell them at Chalcedon and make a nice little profit. What else can we buy from you for cheap? Well, over here, 12 per. Chalcedon is also 12. So that's not bad. To the black market we go. And we go out saying, hey guys, who wants to get off this rock? Many people agree they do. And so we find ourselves with far more quote-unquote employees stuffed into our holds. And guys, as soon as we hit Syndria, actually, we're going to do it right now. So everyone, if you like the video, please do like the video, subscribe if you like the channel, or if you like the content. Ring that bell if you subscribe. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me how you do it better. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.